welcome to Stories of Chazal. Here we have a story about judging people to the meritful side. The story goes as follows. This was a story of somebody who lived in the Upper Galil in the land of Eretz Yisrael, and he had a job offer to go down to the southern part of Eretz Yisrael, land of Israel, to be as a hired worker and do a job for the summertime. So the person he was going to work by was a tzaddik. Some say it was Rabbi Eliezer. It was Rabbi Kiva who was the worker going to work for Rabbi Eliezer. But regardless, the man he was working for was a tzaddik who was considered a righteous man. And when the time of the holiday came, it was the Erev, the eve of the holiday, whether it was Sukkot or Yom Kippur, according to some versions. So the worker came to demand his payments. And the owner told him, the boss told him, what do you need? He said, I need my money to go support my family. I could go home and support my family with that. So he told him, actually, I'm sorry, but I don't have that money. So he says, okay, just give me an animal instead. So he said, I don't have that either. So he says, okay, give me fruit. He said, I don't have that either. So this worker obviously was very down at that point. He has no money to support his family with at this point for the holiday. So he just walked off very sad. So when the time of Chol Hamoed came around, Chol Hamoed is the time during the holiday, but it's quasi weekday. The boss actually was looking for him, and he encountered him, and he tells him, and he came with 3 different donkeys with different things on each one of the donkeys, one with bread, one with wine, and one with oil, which was considered very, very important items at the time. And he pulled out his money that he owed his worker, and he paid him everything, and they ate and they drank together. After they ate and drank, they blessed. They made the after blessing. And the boss asked the worker, he said, when I told you that I have no money, did you suspect me of anything? So he told him, when I told you I have no money, what did you suspect me of? So he told him, the worker said, I actually assumed that you need to invest the money in other fields, and that's where you put the money into. So that's why you didn't have any money open. That was all tied up. What about when I told you I don't have fruit or animals? What did you suspect me at that point? So he said, I suspect maybe all of his other possessions you were mekadosh to Hashem, meaning you donated them to the Beis HaMikdash. You donated them to holy purposes. So the boss said, that's exactly what happened. And actually what happened was I actually went to the sages, and the neder, the oath that I made, I had the ability to go to the chacham, to the sages, and they managed to undo it. The Torah gives the sages the abilities to undo certain oaths. So the boss said that just like you judged me in favor, so too God should judge you in favor. And that was the blessing he ended up.